Yeah, Facts Cap Podcast, episode 89, and we back, baby.
Episode motherfucking 89.
Yeah. What's up, fellas? Everything good?
Man, we made it another week.
Another motherfucking week. Man, we recording on a Sunday. We ain't never recorded on a Sunday. For real.
Lord's Day.
We working hard on the Lord's
You
Day.
gotta do what you gotta do.
We supposed to be taking breaks on Sunday.
Ain't no
rest.
breaks.
Ain't no breaks. It ain't no breaks when you having fun.
Hell nah, man.
Where y'all want to start, man? This is a eventful week, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of them weeks. It was the podcast wrote itself. Which one want to start? Let's start with Gunu. RP to Gunu. You know what I'm saying? DMV rapper. And he, unfortunately met his demise a few weeks ago. He got robbed. And I guess they robbed him at first. He gave everything up. And then they decided, nah, we gonna kill him too. So they murdered him. And then he had a funeral, which I don't know if this was a funeral. Maybe it was kind of like his last.
It was the after party for the funeral. Shit was lit, bro.
Oh shit!
All I gotta say is, if y'all niggas don't send me out some way similar, I'm come back and hunt all y'all niggas. I'm telling y'all now, on tape, it's the shit I want.
So good news. They got them and bombed him up. You know what I'm saying? Put him in a Mary hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Mary jeans and shit, some Jordans. They had a cell phone in his hand, put on his buffs. Got his hair freshly braided. And they stood him up. Literally stood him up. It said on the flyer, his last appearance, they stood him up in the club. And they had a dead body standing on the stage.
Shit, what's wrong?
And, that caused a lot of controversy. People were saying, God, you're making a mockery of God, and they were also saying just, it's disrespectful to Gunu and whatnot. So, y'all tell me y'all take on it. What do y'all think about it?
Man, y'all know that man wishes it. They might have did exactly what he asked them to do before he out there, passed on and shit. I don't see shit wrong with it. Only thing I would say, because I think they rented out the venue. As long as it was just his people, his family, everybody knew what it was going to be, ain't no issue with it. Now, if you just randomly did that shit in the club and y'all snuck the dead body in and set it up, and this shit going on, and you got just random people that don't know what the fuck going on, that's a problem, but...
Keep going. Just fixing your mic. You gotta talk to it like that. Shit. Go ahead, talk. I got
shit,
you, man. I got you for talking.
He's too close to the
Rock the mic, bro.
He's too close to the mic is wild.
Nah, but
You just fix your mic.
nah, but that ass. I mean, I don't think it's no problem as long as everybody knew what the fuck was going on. It should have been no issue.
No,
And y'all niggas better send me out the same way. Y'all ain't gotta stand me up though. Just let me goddamn chill somewhere. Y'all can keep me in the casket. Just open the top so I can see out.
I feel like if your family and your friends decide to mourn you, have a way, then this shit should never have got out though. Like I keep saying, like this shit should have not been recorded. But especially like he's saying, that shit public magic. Like, yo, what's the move? I'm finna hit up the spot. You go there, you just see a dead nigga just posing. Mm-hmm. Like it's kind of wild, bro. It's like Weekend and Bernie type shit. Like what y'all got going on? Mm-hmm. I can't get jiggy with that, man. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we just moving the goalposts further and further. Niggas be like, well, we be having a wake or funeral, open casket. I guess.
What's the difference?
Niggas like, what's different? We gonna celebrate in the church or we gonna celebrate in the club? Like he wasn't no church nigga.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if I get jiggy with that, man.
I get that it ain't for everybody. I do get that. But shit, I really don't see nothing wrong with the shit. I know a lot of people, I don't see nothing wrong with it. To be honest with you, like when I really thought about it, like
He wasn't hurt nobody.
the Irish people, they literally go to the bar. They have the dead body in the bar. And it's a nigga at my job. I don't know what part of Africa he from. But he said, like, in my country in Africa, they do the same thing. They stand the body up, they drape them in like diamonds and possessions and shit, and they stand them up and like they party. Like, so I was like, shit. I just think that is, what are we the Western world? I think that's not ways of the Western world.
Civilization.
Yeah, it's just not, it's not really normal it's so, and you know, I noticed like when you do something that's not normal, people shun it. Yeah, like they don't fuck with it. So I don't really think that necessarily it was wrong. It was ghetto for sure. You know what I'm saying? But Gunu was a hood nigga.
His mama was happy. That's all that mattered.
Yeah, Gunu was a hood nigga. He probably said he always wanted to fucking perform at Bliss. Like, maybe that's his favorite nightclub. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, if y'all strolled me through mirrors at one time when I passed away, I ain't gonna be mad. You feel me? They took Shawty Low, they drove him through the blue flame. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he got out the car, but, you know.
He didn't get out the car, but you know, sometimes you gotta innovate. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the first to do it. You know, Soulja Boy wasn't even first to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
He might have been, bro. He might have died and came back.
So would y'all have done that for any one of y'all family members if y'all was in charge of the funeral, even if it was their wishes? Y'all would have been like, fuck no.
But anybody that asked me to do
dead,
that shit,
right?
I guarantee you I'm doing it. I'm gonna make that shit happen.
I don't know, bro.
Nigga, I'm telling you, if I die, y'all niggas don't have no big ass kickback. I'm hunting all the
But
rest.
like,
y'all
it's cool to have the big ass kickback and celebrate your life, but you, bro,
At least have my casket there.
Niggas is not finna have you stood up.
And y'all know I
I
like standing on couches anyway, nigga. Let me stand up on the couch.
Ain't nobody got time for you to fall and then the body just then explode. Fucking full of goddamn embalming fluid all over the floor.
Man, y'all party over.
And then it's like, I get the whole, like, you know, celebrate your life, which is dope. But it's like, you know, you still have your family there. He could have had his, I don't know if he had children, you know, like his mama there. Your mama may want to be partying with your dead body right there.
Mama was all part of this. I think she planned the shit.
I don't know.
She did. Today, his mom came out, did an interview about it.
Yeah, I saw the interview.
And she said that's what Gunu wanted.
If that's what he wanted, hey, everybody else got
I guess what he wanted.
Business.
I'm saying it's hard to be partying with your dead homie right there.
Man, y'all nigga better bring me a shot too.
Like,
I'm gonna pour that shot all over your face. I'm like, dumbass nigga got me in doing this bullshit. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna goddamn
more power.
We gonna stay your ass in the cup. We gonna have a roast session. We gonna have a Comedy Central roast of Brandon. Right? That's what we gonna do. Put your ass on the stage and have everybody come and roast your ass.
Nigga, you did the shit at my wedding. Might as well do it at my funeral.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Hey, it's on tape too, so if that shit don't happen, y'all get these niggas.
Man, what's up with Tory Lanez, man? Tory Lanez, he got arrested.
R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, too. Man.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins, man. That's tragic, man. I don't know why he was walking on the interstate on the I-95. Trying to cross over the I-95 in Miami, yeah. Unfortunate. Rest in peace to him. I don't like how Adam Scheffner put that shit out there. You seen that?
What'd he say?
The way that he described it, he didn't just say, you know, reports are that Dwayne Haskins has passed away due to a car accident, more info to come or something like that. He said, once troubled football star in Washington and now in Pittsburgh, football player Dwayne Haskins. Like, people was on his head like,
why
bro,
you say that?
You didn't have to do all that. He didn't commit no crimes or nothing. The nigga went to the strip club.
Nigga was already dead. Like, I don't understand why they be trying to goddamn disrespect the dead. They ain't here. Like, at that point,
they made it sound like the nigga was like he was out here murdering somebody.
Oh, he did anything legally wrong.
You're right.
Like, once troubled, he made a mistake. A football mistake. They did whatever.
Yeah, that
come on,
weird.
Shefty. Got the better than that.
Cap nigga of the week.
Yeah,
Cap nigga of the week.
All right, so Tory Lanez, he got they increased his bond, so I guess he was led out of the court in cuffs because of that whole situation like a month and a half ago, where academics originally posted that there was no DNA found on the gun of Tory Lanez, and then he came back and said it's inconclusive. And Tory had a back and forth with Meg subliminally. And, so I guess, once they had their next court hearing that came up in court, they literally said that they were talking about academics in court, saying somebody at the courtroom is feeding him information. And, of course, the prosecution was saying that it's Tory's legal team that's doing it. You know, we don't really have the proof that that's how he's getting it, that's how he got it. Academics said it was Rock Nation. I don't know if he's trolling or if he's being serious. I'm assuming he's trolling. But he said that, you know, that proceeded for him to embarrass Megan Thee Stallion. Basically, like, go in, expose her, and now he has a beef with Megan Thee Stallion. So, because of his part that he played in it, Tory, he got his bail increased because, you know, he has a gag order on him. He's not supposed to be communicating, talking to her, doing anything. Talking about her, nothing about the case. And they increased his bail. So, you know, is it fair for one? Because I didn't think this is fair that he has. I guess it's because he's the one being prosecuted, but he has to be quiet, but Megan doesn't.
This is one of the worst gag orders I've ever seen, like, publicly. Like, it may be worse. Like, this nigga literally could say, he can say anything, and if they can match it up to think that they even talking about Meg, they can get locked up. Like, this nigga, what happened to freedom of speech? This shit just go out the window.
Well, you know what?
And he wasn't directly saying anything disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like I said, academics the one going in. And I feel like you putting a lot of pressure on this man. Now, if I'm in his camp, nigga, just delete your shit till this case is over with. Don't even get no way to even have a chance to say anything. But
that's exactly what I'm about to say. I think that's the issue, though. It's just, why do you feel... While I do think that his gag order is, like... Excessive. And I find it crazy that she can speak on the case and attack his character, but literally he can't say anything back. I do think, Tory, you have to be mature and realize that this is not a public court. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to worry about your legal case. Stop worrying about the court opinion. But both of them, whenever they get any kind of little win in court, they go to the internet and bash each other. That's why I really think they really stupid, and both of them is probably made for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they act the same. They do the same shit. They like the attention.
It's like a nigga ain't never had shit before. Nigga ain't never won shit. Like, oh shit, nigga, I won this. Like, I gotta say something. Like, nigga, just relax. Get the final verdict. Yeah, and then whoever come out on top, talk your shit. The other one,
facts.
Say they lying.
I don't think it's fair, but like, you gotta know the rules when you play the game. So it's like, he lucky that's all he got. You don't know how that shit could affect you. They could have said, all right, fuck it, no bail. And now you stuck in jail. So it's like, bro, it's like, you need to worry about the legal case. Fuck the court of public opinion right now. You think
eventually it'll get to the point where if he do something else, they'll actually do that?
Yeah. Keep talking. Like, this is the second time violating the bail agreement. You can't have no more strikes.
You can't do that. You just gotta
sit up in fucking jail until the shit over with. Yeah, you know, he's lucky they just taking his money. But I do think, though, that I look at it like this. Y'all can tell me if y'all agree. Out of that whole situation, academics the only nigga won from that situation. Like, your bail is up. You can't really you can't get in trouble no more with the court system. Now Megan Thee Stallion, because she went and she tried to fight for a public opinion, and it turns out that what academics reported was true. Then now it's like, now she got an enemy in Act, and we know he don't stop. So I feel like both of y'all, while y'all trying to fight for opinions and all that, both of y'all end up losing, and Act is the only one that win from the situation.
So as of right now, who's lost more, Meg or Tory?
I mean, that's subjective. I don't know.
I would say, I guess, if we really gonna think about that, I would say Tory, just because the way it's affected his career. He's been blackballed. Yeah. He can't be in certain rooms anymore. He was literally at the height of his career. We seen him. Because remember, this all happened during quarantine. So he had the quarantine radio. He was having a million followers. He broke the record at one point for the most followers on Instagram. Like, he dropped a mixtape where he remade all the 2000 hits.
Yeah.
Like, he was at the height of his career. Don't get me wrong, Megan was at the height too. I feel like when she got shot and said it was him, it got all the sympathy. She got nominated for a Grammy. You know, people, it really, she started new relationships, and she took off even further. While his career had to sit back.
I feel like she went up early on, but in the long road, as this shit just keeps going on and on, it looks like she gonna take a bigger loss.
Oh yeah,
niggas really ain't fucking with her shit as much as they was. Like Meg's name ain't been Meg.
Well,
like how it was, let's say, not even a year ago.
Well, I think that has something to do with it, but I also think it's because she can't put out music on her own. She's also fighting another case with, her actual label. And she tried to pull a goddamn Frank Ocean and put out a fake album, a bullshit album, knowing that basically when she get out of that contract, she gonna drop, her what she would consider a debut album. So I think it's because she got two things going against her at this moment. What you think?
I was supposed to say though, like in a smaller sense, like Tory got a legit cult following after this shit. Like he has a real core fan base, and like in the social media world, like Megan, they troll her heavy now. I know these like computer geeks and all that shit, but still, it still affects you. If you respond to them, like every blog I see her in is Marcus the Stallion. Like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Tory do anything, it's just fan away. So in that sense, it's helped him, that core following. But yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I agree with that. I can see that, but I think that's why I think it was a mistake for her to go against academics. She should have just left that alone because he got one of them trolling fan bases. So like once she went against Act, it turned like she just invited more shit, and then you see she tried to get sympathy on that. Like that shit was weird to me that like she was reposting tweets of people harassing her, but like nobody actually mentioned her. So that meant like she went and found, and then it was like the name of the page was like Megan Thee Stallion hate page or some shit. It's like, okay, so you're going out your way to see people saying shit about you. That's pretty weird. So
she playing that sympathy shit is not working in her favor no more. So now
backfire.
She goddamn she's still reaching.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So we got two rappers this week who did some real questionable shit. Y'all can tell me which one y'all want to talk about first. We had the baby out here trying to give a fan a little smooch. And then we got goddamn Wiz Khalifa walking around in his fucking drawers.
Let's start with the fucking baby.
You want to start with the baby?
I feel like... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell us what happened with the baby, man.
I mean, from what I seen, you came out the car, tried to give a girl a kiss, and she hit him with the Heisman. Like, shot fire, bro. Stink. I was like, my big picture on that shit is just like, you ain't a rock star, bro. Like that,
despite that being your biggest song ever,
like. That's some rock star shit. I just got it. Like to be able to just kiss a random fan. Like she supposed to be like, "Oh my god," and pass out. That's some player rock star shit. Like that's Rick James. Like Rick James did that. Like that's the folk tale. Oh man, back in my day, they used to get curved. Like damn, nigga, that just hurt your rock star shit.
It was, I seen like a other angle, and it was like really like 12 fans. It wasn't even.
Jesus
Christ. It was like 12 fans.
Like, you better.
Bro, this nigga probably broke goddamn nigga smelling straight like whiskey and Black and Miles and shit. And this motherfucker, she like, nigga, no. Yeah, I don't know what was that was ecstasy behavior right there, man. That nigga had popped a bean or something, but he was feeling himself. He didn't know he you can look at that nigga eyes and he wasn't himself.
It was definitely glossed over a little bit, He looked a little uncoordinated, a little off his rocker.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. Like, I'm not even talking about like the literal creepy shit of it. Like, why are you just trying to kiss a bit? Like, I'm just talking about just like the super. Like, damn, nigga, Rick James wouldn't go out like that.
I don't know, baby.
He picked the wrong one. That ain't even the one you should have picked anyway to try to kiss out that little crowd. She looked like she had an attitude already. Her boyfriend was probably just pissed off. She wasn't trying to kiss you, man.
Yeah, that nigga's weird for that one. I don't know what the fuck the baby got going on, but baby, get that shit together. Let's get to Wiz and Gilly. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I don't even know, man.
Come on, baby. Do better.
So Wiz, what's up with Wiz, man? He been walking around here in his goddamn briefs and shit.
His dungaree.
Yeah,
8-ball corner pocket.
Like, I know, like, that's the thing where the rappers like to, do their little etiquette draws and shit, but I didn't know that he was walking around and doing just full promo, like, he working out in them shits. Like, if you working out with Wiz and y'all kickboxing and you got the pads and this nigga slinging his dick everywhere, what do you do? Like, does this nigga pay you enough for y'all to do that? Or are you gonna be like, yo, Wiz, can you go put some shorts on?
There ain't no money in the world.
Cause, no, for real though. Like, let's really break this down. Why the fuck is Wiz in his drawers?
That's
like,
where he's most comfortable. If he paying for his sessions, nigga, that's cool. That's your one-on-one session.
But why he don't get like just some really small shorts over that?
That's what he comfortable in. I can't tell that man.
I know. Hey,
I could tell. I don't want to be seen that every time. I'll just open up my gram and just see balls in my face. Like, come on, bro. You so fucking up my algorithms.
Do you got the Gilly? The Gilly audio?
Yeah.
Man, I can see if I can find it real quick. Hold on.
I mean, like, they don't need a nigga that goddamn on Instagram all day in his fucking in his drawers.
The women been gassing it up. You know how they do. They be like, shout out to Wiz and his third leg. And,
I mean, that's fine. Y'all can
watch
that, but like,
y'all do that.
But
nigga, you got every right to not want to follow a nigga that want to do that shit all day. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
as a man.
I love you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm still riding around, banging black and yellow. And when I see you again, you a legend, man. It's Pennsylvania, baby. Philly to Pittsburgh, but I had to unfollow on the date, man. Anytime I come on my page, man, you in your drawers, man. You giving up strapping ball action, man. Every day, man, I can't do 8 balls in the corner pocket every day when I wake up, man. So, I had to unfollow you, play. I love you, though, man. You my brother for life, man. So, when Wiz stopped being in his drawers, he throw some shorts on, or he take a break from the gym, can y'all DM me and let me know so I can go back and follow my brother? But until then, see ya.
All right, so y'all heard what Gilly said. That nigga Gilly said that, then allegedly, this is according to Gilly, Wiz Khalifa reported him for bullying on Instagram and got his page taken down.
I think anybody could have reported him for bullying. I don't think it was Wiz, man.
But, I think Wiz did make himself look a little bit more guilty because then he responded by it. And he made a correlation that didn't make sense. He said something like, y'all was the same niggas in high school who made fun of people who run. Or some weird shit like that. I don't know.
Said he was being a bully.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, he said basically being a bully. Yeah, so now we got Wiz. He responded to it. And the funny part is, the next day he did a video where he was walking out of the gym. This nigga had on pants. He put on some pants.
It was cold outside that day.
Gilly was calling him, like, he was like, that nigga, Gilly one who said he got my page taken down. He said, like, he's real life, like, a sensitive ass, like, a punk ass nigga for that. Do we agree?
Regardless if I agree or disagree, it's Wiz, and he never tried to come out as, like, the hardcore nigga. So if he's sensitive on some shit like that, I don't really give him no judgment to it. It just is what it is.
I agree with that. I just feel like they have a rapport, and he felt some type of way about it. And you could hit him, hey bro, like stall me out. But bro, I'm just joking, man. I don't think it's that serious. I ain't trying to play you or nothing. I just don't want to see you in your balls every day. I just made a joke about it, shed some light about you, and then that was it. But the fact that he did another post and made it like he was hurt, it just kind of make it look like you make Gilly, you put yourself in a position to get his page deactivated or shit like that. So I'm like,
I'm still not buying that Wiz the one that goddamn reported that shit. Like, I mean, it's a million fans that's 10 times more sensitive than Wiz is. That's probably just like, oh, you bullying him, blah, blah. It just seemed like some shit that a fan would do, not actually.
Yeah, I agree that I don't think Wiz did it, but that post don't help. It just make it look like you hurt your feelings. Like, bro, you just hit him up. And then he could have made a joke about it. He could have cleaned it up. He could have been like that. Man, just made Gilly make jokes.
Man, all this is setting up for...
We get to a point where it's like, you just can't say shit.
Hey, yo, in the next 3 months, Wiz will be on their podcast.
I think he already been on there. Wiz, that was some bitch ass shit. I'm sorry. Y'all niggas real political over here.
You think he did it?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just like talking about just being sensitive in general about the whole thing. Like you say, you look like a bitch. Like even that comment he said. Like, what's the correlation? Like I get what you're trying to say, but like. That's what you mad about? Out of all the shit? Yeah. Out of all the shit we could talk about?
Because that nigga don't want to see you in your drawers every day.
You mad because that nigga said... He didn't even roast you for real.
Nah, you just said, I don't want to see that.
He just said, bro... He literally said, hey... He really was saying this, essentially, like... We cool, we got a good relationship. I'm letting you know that we got them... If I'm unfollowing you, not because we got beef. It's just because, bro, you walk around in your drawers. I don't want to see that shit every day. That's really what the nigga said. I mean, and like, and then like, it's not even like it's a situation where, you know, like, it's fucking, like he's body shaming him or making fun, you know what I mean? Like, he see it because the girls love it. The shit is hitting the algorithms, you know what I'm saying? Because the girls love it. The girls is like really into what you got going on. So, I just thought that was weird. Like, I ain't never seen Wiz care about something like that. Like, nigga, out of all the shit, like the carefree attitude you got, nigga, go smoke. You should have smoked you a blunt.
After that shit, be like, responded.
Right. Like, he's talking about my dick. Yeah. Like that, like that's what I expect to hear about Wiz. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nigga, if you want to walk around in your drawers, nigga, walk around in your drawers. Like, you know, but just know, you thought that like nobody's supposed to say nothing. And you out here walking around in your drawers, like. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I seen a comment and it was like, I was just watching this video. It was like the video of him in his drawers and shit. And someone was like, I was watching this video on TV and my 9-year-old walked in the room and was like, Mommy, why is that man walking around in his underwear? Like, nigga, that's not normal for you to just walk outside in your underwear. So.
That's like softcore porn, man. At that point, I don't want to see that shit, bro. I'm following your ass too.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird. So, you know, shout out to you, Wiz. You know what I'm saying? Toughen up. Get a little thicker skin and shit. 6'9".
Some pants.
6'9", or at least a thicker material, goddamn. 6'9". He's making a comeback. He said he's dropping music on Friday. He recently just did a snippet.
Anybody got the snippet?
Oh, my God.
I mean, you ain't got to find it if you ain't already got it.
So we need to...
It's on Academics Twitter. Hold on. Let me see.
What is this coming out? What, Friday?
People are weird, but let me show you. No, look at this nigga right here that's clapping his hands about the shit. Why is he doing this? Hold on.
Oh, so this nigga going back to his roots. Like, he doing some Mexican grill shot shit. Like,
that's what it sounds like.
This shit sound like he got a mariachi band behind him and some shit. with some goddamn rap drums in this shit. Like, no, nigga. He know it's over.
He was in Flushing Ave in New York. He went back to his hood to do that little snippet. And the snippet, I'm going to post it up. I'm going to put it on
How much security was out there?
He wasn't with security. He was with a lot of niggas, but them niggas look goofy as fuck. Them niggas, and they look like they really didn't want to be there. So I thought that was kind of weird. And then I just seen a video where I guess people found out he was over there, and they went over there and like spray painted the building he was in front of, putting like a rat all over it. New York niggas weird. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all New York niggas weird, bro.
Not from the north.
Like,
this shit crazy, man. Like I don't know why he don't just hire better writers. Like, because that sounds like he did it himself.
Who gonna write for him?
Anybody want a bag?
Facts.
Nigga, change your name on the credits.
Anybody? I don't think in the music industry is that serious. I don't think they care too much about that. Like, but him blackballing and him trying to go against the machine, that's what hurt him more than him ratting. Yeah, well, I guess that's ratting too, because you telling business. But that shit ain't it, man. Like, that shit ain't it, bro. Like, he's made songs with Nicki that go. He's made songs with other people that go. Like, come on. That's not it. I don't know what that was. That was painful.
It's the mariachi trap.
Do we think he can make a comeback? Like, can he be successful? Do you think he can ever be as successful as he once was?
I'll take my biased opinion to the side. Yes.
I don't think so.
He has his cult following. If he comes out with the right shit, I wouldn't put shit past this nigga. It's possible, but it's a long shot. It's a very long shot. But he would have to get with the right person that just willing to sell their soul and their career to goddamn get on the song with him, or it'll have to be something more to it. But with him, after the shit he pulled to start his career, I don't put shit past that nigga.
I think he can get a hit song and he can get popping as far as like interest. But I don't think he's ever going to be in a point where he's going to be on the top of any chart and shit like that, like dominating musically. I think he made enough enemies in the music industry and the billboards and the labels. They're not going to let him succeed. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So he could have a hot song and he would be popping on the ground and popping the beats and people talking about him. But I don't think he's gonna ever be in a chance where he'd be like, look, I sold 220,000 in my first week. Because he was the big numbers guy. So I don't think he's gonna have the numbers to back up.
Yeah, I think that I agree. I completely agree. I think that one thing I learned from watching 6ix9ine, Tory, and all these other people is once the industry decides collectively that we don't like you, is like there's no way for you to beat that. Like
Tory gonna beat it.
Tory might beat it because he's gonna be proven
not guilty.
He would be proven not guilty,
and then
he would never beat it. Like one person can't beat a whole industry, like playlisting, all kind of stuff, radio. Like once everybody decides that they're through with you, you know how? Like think about what 6ix9ine did. He pissed off everybody.
He has nobody in his corner except niggas who like trolling.
Yeah, and you don't even really see the 6ix9ine trolls like that no more. You gotta understand, he came out 4-5 years ago. I think all them niggas graduated high school now.
Yeah,
they listening to Baby. They listening to Gunna and fucking all them other people. Like they like, man, 6ix9ine. I'm not sitting on the internet all day waiting for 3 o'clock for 6ix9ine to post some shit. Like, and then he already you haven't seen him for a year basically. So, I think that 6ix9ine, I think that he can still have decent numbers, but for him and how he came out, I'm 10 for 10 on Billboard, numbers wise, this, that, and the third. He's a numbers guy. His whole career is based off numbers. I think that he won't be as successful as he once was. Now, the numbers are still going to be good. He's probably going to drop a video on Friday. That shit probably gonna do 1 million views in 2 hours. And then he's gonna be on internet more. You're gonna see him around and everything, but then the shit slowly gonna go back and drop. That's what he does. He goes away. He comes back. The numbers go crazy because we want to see what he's gonna do. Then after a week, 2 weeks, shit goes down.
Yeah, because I purposely wait at least a week. So I ain't counting no first week numbers on whatever I'll watch. I'll watch the clips. I'm not watching shit.
Hey, you a hater.
Said I purposely went that shit.
Let me watch it from your phone.
I ain't finna add to no views.
Like that nigga 6ix9ine can see. Hey, did Brandon watch that shit yet?
Or that one view.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure my one view don't count.
Oh shit!
Fuck that nigga.
Did y'all see the G Herbo situation?
Who missed it?
Man, that's my favorite song I done did already.
Bro, how that shit went?
Oh shit! You asked. Well, since you asked, let's get it. Let's see what my boy. Let's see.
Man, these goddamn baby mamas keep Herbo stressed. You feel me? One won't dick. One stay pregnant, one just wanna clap her ass.
Oh God.
It is what it is though. I got baby mamas, dog, they keep me stressed. These hoes always beefing, I get no respect. I got baby mamas, Herbert do his best. Got one come from privilege, the other she gon' step. I got baby mamas, one with money bag. Every time he bounce, she be on my ass. I got baby mamas, she pregnant second one, and now I gotta worry about her beating my son. Yo, Sean hate his babysitter. Yo, son said Taina hit him. Harvey trying to find the Addy. Cairo said that I was simping. Start with peace, then it go left. One won't dick and one won't check. These hoes think a nigga rich, but
That's a bar.
One more dick.
Shout out to
one more
G-Herbo,
check,
man.
man. Shout out to Big Just Reactions.
One more check.
One more dick and one won't check. Shout out to Herbo, man.
My son said Taina hit her.
That nigga said, hey, Ari said, hey, you want to be the babysitter? You the babysitter? She was doing a little sub bar that I was like, shit, she'd have called this girl the babysitter. Not this. Okay, let's get to the situation. So we all know G Herbo, the rapper. He put on Ari. Before her, she was just, hosting. She was not even hosting. She was fucking serving tables at your local fucking lounge in Chicago somewhere. Saving up money to get an ass. And he came and swooped her from the fucking hood, from the projects, took him with her, got her ass right. But what he should have did was get surgery on that fucked up ass ghetto mentality she got going on. And he was clapping them cheeks and he impregnated her. Then he realized, damn, I impregnated the wrong bitch. So he went and got with another girl. And, that's officially his baby mama now. And so, he got two babies by Taina. Well, he got one on the way and he already has another child. And it was drama at first. Then they sat down and they all talked it out. Whoop-de-doo. They supposed to be good for whatever reason. Ari thinks that Taina, is hitting her child. He came back and said, like, Taina hit me. She played a recording where he's saying that and Herbo's talking to him about it and saying that like nothing's being handled. So now she's saying, I don't want you around. I don't want her around my son. I only, if you want to come see your son, if you want to come get your son, he can't be around her. Now that's basically his damn near wife. You know what I mean? So what's going on? Let's assess the situation. What's going on, man?
Little kid probably acting a goddamn fool. Goddamn stepmama over here being a disciplinarian. Little kid ain't like it. Went home, fabricated a goddamn story.
Wait. Do you want me to break down the recording? And this is how I know that this is really just some bullshit. And the baby mama, I'm not trying to be biased. I can break this down for you. The whole recording of what happened and what it sounded like happened.
Let's do it.
I'm listening to the recording. The boy come home talking about one specific incident and saying that G Herbo left him. I guess probably, he probably went to the studio or working or, doing whatever he was doing.
Think I might want to pick up some pack of goddamn backwood.
Yeah, some food, some. He said that Taina hit him with a pillow and he scraped his knee and she didn't help him up.
Soft ass. Never mind, I ain't gonna talk about nobody kids.
And G Herbo and Ari went off like I got like 8 more recordings and saying that now to me that just sounded like they was fucking playing. She probably hit him a little too hard with the goddamn pillow. He fell and scraped his knee. And he came home and told her like a regular fucking 3-year-old would.
And that's when you assess the situation to see what the hell really happened.
And that's where we get to now. So continue with what you got going on.
Shit, I forgot where I left off. Basically what I'm saying is the little kid fabricated the story, made the shit bigger than what it is, which kids do. Their imagination is wild. They kids. That's what they supposed to do. And they know, his mama probably talked shit about her all day. So he automatically ain't gonna like the stepmama or the future stepmama. So, you go on with about the day you tell the story. The mama, she don't like the bitch anyway, so she goddamn gonna stick to the story and then be like, oh, you beat my kid. If she really thought that woman was beating her kid, it wouldn't be no internet talking. She would have pulled up It ain't a baby mama in the world that really gonna sit there and let somebody else beat on their kid and gonna run to the internet without running to either the police or the other bitch. It's nothing like if she ain't even that type of bitch that's gonna let some shit like that happen. I don't mean to call you a bitch, but
no, that's a fact. Like I think it's all.
Chris, don't zoom in on me when I call a girl a bitch too. I saw you.
All jokes aside, like it's a sticky situation when you have like kid and then you have co-parenting and then you don't know who your child's around. But like I grew up around, they hit on the nail. Like if she really thought she hit her kid, she pulling up. She's not going to the internet for that shit. So that tells you that's just some pandering shit. Gonna be running to the internet, but like I'm just not gonna be so quick to dismiss it because you just don't know.
I mean, you gotta look into it, but you gotta know your kids too. Like if you know your kid lie about some dumb shit and your kid just a horrible ass liar, you gotta put in all the factors. Like sometimes kids are just liars. Sometimes your kid has a fabrication of their stories and how they. Oh, you could be mommy and daddy in here playing. You push the kid. Oh, he threw me down the steps. I fell. It could be anything.
Kids be lying.
So you got to know your kid, one. Because if you really know your kid and you thought that that's what happened, you would have pulled up. We would not be talking about this on the internet. We would be talking about this because you got a mugshot.
I'm going to put it like this, man. Ari got more sense than that. She know what the fuck she doing. Moneybag left her ass a week before.
Nigga took the words out of my mouth.
Moneybag, everybody know once the baby mom. Now, we just had a question on here a couple weeks ago. Is life better when the baby mama got her own separate boyfriend?
Yes.
And you agreed. The boyfriend has left. I don't know if they're together now, but at that particular week, Moneybag was gone. Mario was out the door. That nigga dipped. She ain't getting dick no more. So now she got a fucking attitude. On top of that, her child come home with a scrape on his fucking knee. You ask about it. He's saying, oh, Taina did it.
She hit me with a pillow, not a hand.
She's saying, now the child is saying in some of the recordings, talking to G Herbo, I don't like Taina. Now he might very well not like her. She may be mistreated him. We don't know. But to me, just from the respect and the way that I see you talk about Taina, it sounded to me like the kid probably just pick up after you.
Them kids, they fucking magnets, they dog. Everything.
I know. We got kids, bro. I know how this shit go. Yo ass.
You on no way, Kazadi.
Yo ass probably is talking like that around the kid. You be on the phone with your girl. Yes, bitch. He over here with that bitch. She da 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 da. Mario probably got down. He probably tired of hearing about that shit. He dipped. He got 6 kids.
He called this man Mario.
He got 6 kids.
Professor Ogilvy.
He got 6 kids of his fucking own. 6 baby mamas. He don't need no crazy bitch to be living with. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, then you ask about the knee. Okay, cool. Maybe they don't respond fast enough. Whatever it may be. But you could just tell the respect levels. You biased. Like the respect levels is non-existent. You'd have called this girl the babysitter for one. Like, she's more than a fucking babysitter. You're just the baby mama now. This is his wife. This is wifey. And he skeeted in her again. It's the second baby on the way. You in your feelings about that shit, bitch. You in your feelings about that. That's what I'm assessing. You in your feelings. You trying to be like, well, I need to have some kind of control of this situation. Let her know I still run shit. I can have, women. I can have him. All I gotta do is this. You know what I'm saying? She one of them type of hoes. She turned around and trying to say, like, what kind of sense does this make? Oh, well, she can't be around him if you come and get him. First of all, bitch, that's my son too. You don't make decisions. I make decisions about my son, or we make them together. Second of all, I live with this bitch. So now what you trying to do? You're trying to keep me. You trying to fuck my home up. Now what you trying to do? You don't want him to be around his siblings.
Nigga speaking like he a real goddamn baby daddy.
Nigga don't want you to be around your siblings.
He got no baby.
That shit. Listen, I swear to God, that shit had me triggered, bro. I was pissed.
Nigga, I see it in your face.
So like, it's like because it's
PTSD from some shit that didn't happen.
Man, listen, that's my whole thing. Like you know what you doing. You really just trying to control the situation and let your presence be known in true hood bitch fashion. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga got the whole playbook.
That's just what it is. Cause that's what they do. They ain't got no way to pit nothing against you. They use your child.
Damn, that sounded like some shit I might say. This nigga said it.
And that's just what that was. So I'm gonna listen. Ari, you got a big ass, but everything else is shit.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, Ghazali, what you think?
You hit it on the nail.
Yeah, money back gone, bitch. That's his ad lib. He gone.
Money back, come back, please, bro.
Man, that's what Herbo said. He probably text that nigga. He probably said, "Man, I'm not even responding, bitch. I'm about to text money back."
Don't get your
What
bitch.
happened, bro? Let's work this out.
You'll never
She
know
ain't
get your
mean
bitch
it.
back.
Whatever happened, bro, it was an accident. She
So
ain't mean that
wait,
shit.
so in that situation, what do you do if you G Herbo? How do you handle the situation?
Until there's some court papers, bitch. When it's time for me to pick up my kid, you know where my kid going. We gonna meet up by same meetup spot, and we gonna keep shit going like normal, and try to keep the peace as much as you can. When your kid there, don't leave. If you leave, nigga, take your kid.
That's what I will
Have the
say.
nanny there. Like at this point, don't leave your kid alone with her.
That's exactly what I will say. I do think, first of all, yeah, Herbo, where you went wrong is you. First of all, you got a girl at home that's pregnant. She 8 months pregnant. You already got like a goddamn 2-year-old running around, or 2-year-old running around the crib. Nigga, she don't need to be watching no 3-year-old. You mean to tell me while you going on your runs, it's a fucking 3-year-old or the goddamn 1-year-old and she 8 months pregnant? That's too much.
I ain't gonna say that's too much, but he probably ain't think all this shit was gonna happen. Now that it's happened, I'm saying, but now that it's happened, no, nigga, you leave, the kid leave, make sure grandmama there, auntie, somebody there that can vouch, and be like, yo, that shit ain't happen how you said it did. Make sure there's cameras around the house. Make sure you just gotta make sure a lot, nigga. Just make sure you with your kid when it's your time to hire your kid, because if not, it's her word versus her word.
Agreed. All right. So Will Smith banned for 10 years
Man,
from the
fuck
Academy.
the Oscars.
Quick take. Do we care about that?
Nope, and I don't think he do either. That's his first one he won.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the board and hadn't even won one yet.
Yeah.
Fuck the Oscars, man.
I don't care. I think the majority of people don't care, but I think if you're an actor, like especially you dedicate, let's see, like livelihood, you care about shit like that. Everybody wants that recognition, but I don't think he should. It's not as big of a deal. Like you said, he ain't win one before, but
Give it a year. They apologize and we'll invite him back.
yeah. Who's to say that shit you gonna last for 10 years too? Maybe just a little bit of pandering or a little bit of just overreaction.
The moment.
They should have removed him that night.
Why would they?
Now, does that mean that he can't win an Oscar?
Yeah.
Just by him not being invited there, he can't win.
He's not eligible.
He's not eligible. He
But
can't
see, now
be a part of it.
Now he's fucking up his bread because ain't no production company gonna wanna work with you knowing you can't win an Oscar for the movie.
I don't agree with that. Well, I
that's
can
true.
see that a little bit, but
That's why all the movies that he's in right now is
Especially them
paused.
big movies.
he's yeah, you're right about that. I'll take that. But what I will say is, the shit, I look at it like this, like Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying? They took away his goddamn. Hold on, he gotta wake up real quick.
Take his birth control.
Take your birth control.
You see how Will did Gilly? I'll shut this whole shit down. Keep fucking on.
Nigga, my jaws is on and I got on pants. Nigga, I'm good.
Let's leave it them shitty ass draws. I will say, he already an Oscar winning guy. So it's kind of like, you can look at it either way. Now, what I will say is, I don't understand why the fuck you suspended him for 10 years, but y'all promoted this motherfucker when they did the slap. Y'all didn't protect Chris Rock. Y'all was the ones who, y'all capitalized off the moment.
Bro.
And now you're punishing him for it. That's kind of weird.
Y'all know who should be to blame the most?
Jada.
Outside of Jada. Jada's number one. What type of fucking security do the Oscars have?
Facts.
Like, there should be no point with somebody that like, it's just a rundown. It's just on the schedule. This nigga just gets up and walk up here. Something ain't right. You should already know. Like, this shit wasn't a planned skit. Like, somebody should be on the walkie-talkie like, hey, grab him. Nobody was going towards it. I didn't see different angles. There's nothing that says, oh, shit, something going left. Let's try to prevent it from happening. Like, it's got to be, some of that blame got to be put on the Oscars, and they set up with the security. Now,
That's a fact.
going forward, the seat's going to be so far back, security going to be by the stage. You'll never have this happen again.
I agree. I agree 100%. That's their fault. It's their venue. They should have had better security. But you don't expect, this ain't the Source Awards. This ain't the Soul Train Awards. No racism. This ain't the Country Music Awards. This is the Academy.
It wasn't like it was nobody's.
It's the Academy. This is supposed to be like the highest of prestige of people. Like, this ain't, this is the highest of the high of the richest of the rich. So it's like, you don't expect people to act that way.
10 years for a slap, but a nigga can get 10 years for a manslaughter. That's just crazy.
Bruh, you got like Will Smith went to jail. Shut up.
I'm just thinking about. No, I ain't even talking about
He didn't go to jail. He just got banned from the Oscars.
Nigga banned for the Oscar for 10 years is a long time.
But why you compare that to manslaughter?
Niggas get injustice every day.
Not even saying injustice. I'm just saying like
the Black Lives Matter.
It's like, yo, I can go hit somebody while I'm driving on drunk and maybe get 10 years. But this nigga can't go to the Oscars.
In jail. Will Smith
exactly. That's even more to my point. I can't go to the Oscars for 10 years.
I wish I could hit somebody and get banned from the Oscars.
The Oscars is not jail, fam.
Shit, in the movie, that's just like into his movie career for 10 years.
No, it's
not.
Because
he not getting it's going straight to Netflix.
Started production. You think that Will Smith seriously is for the next 10 years because he can't get an Oscar? You're thinking now he's not gonna have no role in a movie theater. His shit is gonna be in.
I'm not saying him himself, but I'm just saying like them bigger companies, they do this shit to make sure they gonna win Oscars. Now
they're just doing this shit to pander right now, bro. 6 months, 4 months, 3 months.
I hope so.
Production starts all over again.
I hope.
I swear to God, nigga. I don't even. It's
do y'all want Bad Boys 4 though? Because they paused
that shit.
No,
I don't want that shit.
You better hit up Dame Dash.
It was cool and all, but come on.
3 was cool to me. A lot of niggas ain't like it. I like
it. It was good, but I mean, that's not a series that we need. Like, that's how I feel about that. Like, we don't need that series.
I ain't gonna say that, man. My man Martin need to work. Shout out Bad Boys 4.
That nigga don't need no work. He having it. He don't got work no more day in his life.
Who you talking about?
What y'all think about fake Lil Durk?
That's a smart ass nigga. Keep doing it and just don't die.
There's a fake Durk. There's a fake Rihanna.
You think that's smart? To be walking around as a fake Lil Durk?
It's cool. Nigga, just be careful. Make sure you got real security. If you're going to be a fake nigga, have real security like he should. Because somebody...
Lil Durk actively.
Nigga, did you not hear what I said? If you going to fake it, have fun. Nigga, stay in the suburban areas when you do it. And make sure you have real security while you being fake.
They try to kill him in the suburban area.
I get that too. Nigga, motherfucking, what's that up here?
Oh, the
Shadow Long. Goddamn. Yeah. But I mean, if you gonna fake a nigga that got death wishes on his head, make sure you got real security.
But this ain't even new. People been doppelgangers all the time. Like, it just people like attention, man.
Does he look like Lil Durk to y'all?
If you do a quick glance and he got enough security around him, yeah.
He like he be Durk brother, cousin or some shit.
Close enough to some people.
It's close enough. The nigga went got the tattoos. All this nigga
what's homie?
He didn't get the tattoos. They literally put them shits on there. Yeah,
I've seen.
It was enough to make somebody think that.
I've seen what Quinn Cook try to pretend he was J. Cole before.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been doing that though. What's the name? Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris. My man was literally talking about some. So I've seen it. It's like people do anything.
Yeah, but those are safe to be. You safe to be real. I mean, obviously, you're never safe.
I understand you want to be Durk, but Durk, nigga, you might catch a bullet that ain't got your name on it.
Computer murderers. That's what the type of shit he putting out. So I don't know, man. Yeah, that's it. What we got? What we doing? What's the scenario we doing?
All right.
We doing Would You Rather?
Jimmy and his wife Vanessa They're on a
Vanessa.
they're on a trip. They went to name a place, doesn't matter.
Rio de Janeiro.
They went to Rio de Janeiro for a trip or whatever. And then so Jimmy gets on Twitter and starts bashing the situation, basically saying, I can't believe I spent $15K for this trip and she don't appreciate anything I'm doing. And this is while they're on the trip. And so Vanessa gets hold of it and finds out later. So essentially, is Jimmy wrong for posting this on Twitter or react to the situation? Like, he has a problem and he's posting the information on Twitter, even though he felt like it was in his right to do that. So
they're together, right?
They're married.
Oh, they're married? Oh, Jimmy all the way wrong. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy, what the fuck you got going on? You married? And the expressions that you could have just told her while y'all was laying in the fucking hotel bed, you could have just said that to her. You went online and said it? That's a weirdo activity, Jimmy. Stop being a weirdo, nigga. Talk to your wife. Stop being a bitch. You getting on Twitter and shit like you Ari. You know what I'm saying? Fuck wrong with you, boy?
This nigga said it 100% every word I would have said. I have nothing to add. This nigga said exactly what I would have said.
So even though he felt like she was tripping, he had no right to go on the internet.
When ain't women
As
tripping?
a man.
When aren't women tripping?
As a man, it's a lot of scenarios where you just gotta shut the fuck up and not go to the internet about that shit.
Well, I know y'all don't want to say it. I'm saying it. When aren't women tripping? So why the fuck?
You posting this on Instagram?
Women be tripping.
I just play. Mine don't be tripping like that for real.
Kelly, your ass tripping.
Shit.
Listen.
Alright, so LeBron was leading the league in scoring for a minute. I think Joel Embiid took over. But
by a tenth.
So the Lakers at this time, just like a couple days ago, had 2 more games left. Or no, they had a few more games left. But LeBron, they shut him down for the season. Would you have a problem with LeBron James playing a couple more games for him to get the scoring title? Because he's not even eligible until he plays 2 more games. So do you have a problem with him, fax a cap, going after the scoring title?
Nah, not at all, bro.
Speak on it.
In the season, bro. That shit over with. We can't make it to the playoffs. What the fuck you playing for, nigga? Get healthy, go chill, get your summertime ready, spend that shit with the family, nigga. It ain't worth scoring, nigga. You done had that shit before. You done had all the titles that you wanted, nigga. That one more title ain't gonna do shit for you, in my eyes.
I agree. I think that would be kind of selfish, especially. It's one thing if he was healthy, but
nigga, that playing like a crippled ass old man.
You basically are. We seen you do the Anthony Davis ankle twist like your ankles was on the floor. So for you to basically fight through injury for meaningless basketball, just so you could win a goddamn a scoring title, and y'all lost like 8 in a row. Y'all motherfuckers got 31 wins on the whole season. It shows me that your priorities is fucked up. Like, morally, it's wrong. I get what it is. You've already proven enough that you average 30.1 and Joel is averaging 30.2. It's cool. Now, let's go to like David Robinson. David Robinson back in the day, he needed like a certain amount of points.
Dropped 70
and he dropped 72, I think it was 70 or 72 points. Competitive basketball, you're playing meaningful basketball. You're trying to win a chip. You know, you got to play to the end. I get it, but the fact that he was injured and he would be fighting through an injury just to win a scoring title, you know.
And like, to piggyback off what you said, David Robinson probably has some shit in his contract that say if you win the scoring title, you might get this incentive. Mm-hmm. I'm sure LeBron at his age of this year, that's not part of the contract as far as that shit ain't gonna make him no more money. It's just gonna be another accolade he gonna get that he don't need.
I ain't gonna lie, I disagree. Disagree. Like people don't realize at the time, like, he'll get criticism, of course, But 10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's not going to say scoring title on a losing record. It's not going to say scoring title on an injury risk. It's not going to say selfish scoring title. It's going to say 2021, 2022 season, LeBron James led the league in scoring, and he was the oldest player in the league. So it's like.
But he's not the oldest player in the league, is he?
Who's older than him?
Haslam.
That nigga ain't play a minute, man. That nigga fight more than he play. That don't count. But he's the oldest player to ever get a scoring title.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or some shit like that. Or those shits matter when it's.
It's gonna still say that they're just gonna do this. Instead of that, it's just gonna say at 37 years old he averaged 30 points.
But that's impressive.
Points per game.
That's impressive, but it's not scoring title. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get a scoring title. Them accolades matter especially when you're going against Jordan. He ain't battling
all the accolades
anybody but Jordan at this point.
All the accolades he didn't have. That's not gonna make or break him.
It ain't gonna make or break him. It just help.
It's not gonna make or break him. He's gonna.
And plus, like people saying, "Oh, you ain't in the playoffs, so you still get paid."
Ultimately, he's gonna end up being.
Mean?
Ultimately, he's gonna end up being the high. He's gonna lead the league in most points ever scored.
You don't know that. People said the same thing about Karl Malone until he did it.
Karl Malone wasn't playing like this. He has all LeBron needs is one more season, bro. You understand that?
One more season of averaging 30 or 20, high 20s. You don't know what can happen.
Man, that
it ain't a guarantee.
LeBron can play 2 more seasons and average 15 points a game. He's still gonna get it.
He got to play 82 games though.
He don't have to play 82 games to beat it, to get the score right.
How many points? How many off? He's off at like.
I'm talking about to pass Kareem.
He's at like 1,600 or something like that.
That's just a matter of you play enough games and you score enough points.
That's what I'm saying.
He has to play 82 games. We don't know if he gonna get.
No, you said if he averages 15 for 2 years.
Yeah, so he could do that. He could average 30. He could listen. LeBron James is probably gonna play at least 3 to 4 more years.
We don't know that.
We can play that we don't know that game, but shit, we see other people, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, all these people. We see athletes now they're starting to play longer.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying
the durability that he has.
I'm saying you just never know.
All he needs is like 1,000 points. He's like 1,000 points away.
No, he needs more than 1,000.
Well, whatever it is, it's very obtainable. He's this close to it. Put it like that. He's very obtainable to the situation.
How much longer y'all think he with the Lakers?
All I'm saying is he just passed Karl Malone, right?
Yeah.
The same conversation people had.
We compare Karl Malone and LeBron James.
Why not?
Because Karl Malone, we seen Karl Malone at that age. He was broke down.
Before he got to the Lakers, he was broke down?
The Lakers, yeah.
I don't think so.
When he was with Utah, like that last season and all that, we could tell, like, all right, listen, he's older. He's clear. What I'm saying is LeBron James is still levels ahead of Karl Malone. If you go to Karl Malone, how old is LeBron? 36, 37? If you go look up Karl Malone at 36, 37, he wasn't LeBron James, nigga. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, it's only a matter of time before LeBron James breaks Kareem's record. It's not about if, it's when. What
I'm saying is they said the same thing about Karl Malone. LeBron is in a better position. Yeah, what I'm saying is that Karl Malone was playing 80, 81 games, averaging more than 20 points up until he went to the Lakers. And people say, "Oh, you just need one more year." Because all he needed was one more year.
He went to the Lakers where he wasn't the first option.
Yeah,
he went to a championship team where he was basically one of the last options. Like he wasn't
the third option. But what I'm saying is he got hurt, and then he never retired. That's all I'm saying.
He wasn't the top option, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a little different now too. The game is played a little different. What I'm saying is LeBron, the man's body spends $1 million plus. But I'm not saying he's not gonna have injuries. He's not gonna tweak anything. What I'm saying is he's already got his mind made up that he's gonna beat this record.
Then he should have won for the scoring title.
Man,
them 2 games, it's only 2 games, bro. These niggas is acting like
if you care about the Kareem record,
it's 2 games.
Go for the scoring title.
30.1, 30 point, and then if he don't even get it, he gonna look even more stupid. Let's say Joel Embiid scored more points than him in them 2 games. Then he really gonna look stupid, and they just gonna sit there and say, since we talking about legacy, they just gonna say, "Oh, this nigga just was stat padding. This is all he was doing. He came back just to stat pad. He fought through injury to try to win that, and he didn't even get it."
So
you making it sound like it's guaranteed that he was gonna get the scoring title if he came back and played.
No, I'm not making it sound like that. I'm saying
what I'm saying is it doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. What I'm saying is, yeah, maybe down the line they would have said, "Oh, you got a scoring title that you want. He won a scoring title," or they could turn around and say, "Well, he averaged 30.3 points per game at fucking 30, at 38, or whatever, or however old he is." What I'm saying is, it's not going to make or break him. He's achieved too many things in his career for that to make or break him. Who cares about 10 years down the line if they say that LeBron James won an actual scoring title at fucking 38?
I think he cares. Facts or cap? Who will win in the verses? Atlanta or not Atlanta? If you bring up the list of the 20 best Atlanta songs, currently? I'm talking about all time.
All time.
Atlanta, 20 best songs, or not? And by not Atlanta, I mean metro area Atlanta songs.
Not Atlanta.
You think not Atlanta beating Atlanta?
Are you talking about this Atlanta versus not
Atlanta?
It's
too many artists. It's too many artists that's from the surrounding areas, from the outskirts. You got people.
After I heard not Atlanta, I learned what was Atlanta or what Atlanta, and it make it real difficult to say. I mean, shit, who you boy from College Park?
I mean, you got JD.
The whole College Park.
College Park alone goddamn got 20.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know, Atlanta ain't got 20?
Huh?
To go against?
What I'm saying is that we're not saying who has more. That's my only thing with the verses is people add versatility, which helps, obviously. When it's like, I don't need 100 songs. I don't need 50 songs. I just need 20 great ones.
Atlanta wins, bro, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's, first of all, you got singers. You got, first of all, if we're gonna say not Atlanta, we throwing in the TLCs, we throwing in are we gonna throw in the Monicas?
Yeah, you throw Monica for sure.
we got all these different artists, like Ludacris, Pastor Troy, Youngbloods, 21 Savage, Migos. Like it's like we could play a non-Atlanta. You can literally play 20. Not that Atlanta don't have nobody, but like if you're gonna say Atlanta, what are the biggest artists from Atlanta? Or like even the hits that we got from Atlanta, like you got T.I. We'll count Gucci in there. I'll count Gucci in there. Just cause he was born in Alabama, but he East Atlanta. You got Jeezy, not Atlanta. I'm not considering Jeezy not Atlanta because I'm considering Jeezy not Atlanta.
Yeah, Jeezy not Atlanta.
He came to Atlanta as an adult. It's too many people that's not Atlanta. I think that too many hits. Not saying that Atlanta don't. Obviously, Atlanta has the hits. Don't get me wrong. But I fucks with T.I. But like if you having a versus, right? T.I. you gonna have to play a couple T.I. songs. You have to play a couple like our future songs.
Gucci.
A couple Gucci songs. We could literally play 20 artists not Atlanta, 20 different artists, 20 songs. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the diversity in that shit.
Top 20. They number one.
Yeah.
When you could
be more diverse, it's more room for a win. That's how I look at it. Like if I can be bigger diversity, bigger bag to choose from.
I got a bigger question off of that. Is Versus dead?
That shit is dead. Goddamn. I don't know if it's dead, but it's definitely like where the shit at.
Is it right now? Like they on their last leg. Like,
I don't think it's dead. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I just saw the shit that they doing in May.
What they doing?
Fucking Cypress Hill versus Onyx. Don't nobody want to hear that shit if you ain't in New York.
Nah, and I mean Cypress Hill's in LA. But that I just think it is hard at this point. It's harder because they did all. Think about it. You gotta do 20 songs.
It's not even that. I think
you gotta do 20 songs.
Once they made this shit so goddamn commercialized, and you got all the big companies.
No, that's not the problem.
I feel like if Tim and Swiss kept this shit to themselves and they made this shit what they wanted to, you get better battles.
No, I'm gonna tell you why that's not a problem. I'm gonna tell you why that's not the issue. Because first of all the rappers want to do it because they want to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? They know it's a bag behind that shit. It's just it's only so many artists that have 20 songs.
That's true.
And you got artists like Dr. Dre, Diddy, they want to get real political about it. They're not just gonna jump into it to do it. They
That's
wanted
the
they
rules.
wanted to be
That's the
perfect.
rules.
They wanted to be like this. They wanted to be, you know what I mean? So it's harder trying to get those people, but they didn't basically use most of the people that got somewhat 20 tracks.
I mean, and I think this is where they could change the 20 rule down to 5 or 10.
I always thought that they should do like a undercard type thing, or like if you go like once you get to Cypress Hill and that and Onyx, that's cool. Do a 10 verse 10.
I'm not trying to hear 20 verse either one of them.
I'll say like do a 10 verse 10, then go to another act. 10 verse 10, another act. 10 verse 10.
I think there's hella artists that still got hits, and there's the verses. They just need to expand their brand. Like
Do they have 20? They have 20 in their catalog.
But they've only. You gotta hear me to finish. They have to expand their brand. I think they're in a position to answer the question: are they dead? No, but they're. What made Versus special starting off was because it was at a time where it was the pandemic, where everybody was inside, and that's all we was watching. Instagram was, they was breaking records, but they were still breaking records later as a goal. But I think they might have reached a point where hip hop and R&B, they hit it, and go to pop. Go to white people. Like niggas would get, if they had an NSYNC versus, it's still versus, it's music. If they have an NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera or whatever, you don't think that shit is gonna break records?
I think that'd be great. But you can put that shit on regular TV at this point. You can put that shit on ABC, NBC, like some widely televised shit. Like it don't need to be on Triller.
I think it's more
maybe
so,
there you go. It might have outgrown Instagram.
I think it's this.
Or Triller. They already outgrown Instagram. It's not even. They don't even. It's about money at this point now. It's the business. It's all about money. So it gets complicated
with us. Like,
but that's it.
I think it's more so, are you willing to sacrifice your brand by doing
integrity of it?
Yeah.
What
like,
the integrity of it? It's on.
Integrity. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to change your brand? I don't think they want to do that. They're hip hop. They started from hip hop. I think that's what they want to do.
I think that's crazy.
I don't think listen. I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is this is what you're saying. This is what they have to question themselves. Like, is this what we did this for? Is versus are we chasing a bag?
That's not even a question.
Are we chasing
100% chasing the bag?
Are we chasing a bag, or are we doing this for the culture?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's
get past.
Let's get past.
I don't think for them. I don't think for Tim and Swizz it's as easy as you're making it sound.
Tim and Swizz, how much are they a part of it now?
From what I know, it's they shit.
It don't really look like it's their shit.
Clearly it does.
How does it not look like it's their shit?
If not, they would have had those acts that you talking about.
No, bro, it expands. It's bigger than like this. Is what I meant when I say it's not. This shit started with Tim and Swizz, right? It was 100% them. It then grew into a organization, a business where it's outside of them. They're not even there, which you don't have to be there. And now if you look at the verses, half the time in the comments, they'd be like, oh, shouts out to Tim and Swizz. They're not a part of, it don't look like they're a part of everything.
They shouldn't have to be. We get it. They're a business.
It's outgrown. It went from Instagram.
It's still their shit.
To Apple.
It's still their shit.
How do you know it's their shit? How do you know they didn't sell it?
Because they said it. They said they did a deal with it.
But they still have their
So when I say they shit, like
is Revolt Diddy shit? Yes.
It's part of it.
It's his shit, correct?
It's part of it. Like he's the face of it. But what I'm saying is Versus has outgrown Swizz and Tim. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not as synonymous with them anymore. I don't have to be like, oh, Swizz and Tim with Versus. This is what they Triller shit.
They did a deal with Triller.
That's what it looked like to me.
Triller said, we'll take over the production because y'all had difficulties when y'all was just doing it on Instagram. This is what we gonna do. We gonna handle this part of the business. We gonna do this after whatever partnership, whatever deal. It sounds like they gave artists that already had did it. They get a piece of the pie in it. What I'm saying is they've been pushing. This is for the culture. This is for the culture. This is for the culture. I'm not saying whether they should do that or not. All I'm saying is when you decide to make that decision, that you have to ask yourself, is this about just chasing the bag, or is this about I'm just trying to, I'm doing this for the culture.
Well, I think.
Do we want to see? Yes, I think. While I do think Christina Aguilera versus Britney Spears, that's cool. But then you could also play yourself by going way too far from your core, from what made versus. Yes, that's what I think.
Nah, I think they already passed that point.
I don't think so.
I think they already passed that point.
I don't, because if
there's an audience. Well, go ahead.
The next one is Mary versus BB and CeCe Winans on Sunday for Easter.
That's some black shit.
Like I said, like you ain't trying to go all the way there yet.
I'm not saying they did. The question is versus dead?
He's saying that because you said that they already did it.
Well, I said they already passed. Like, okay, it's still, I guess you could say, hip hop centric. Is BBC One? They're not hip hop. It's black. Man,
you know,
it's black centric.
You listen to a hip hop radio station.
I was saying how to qualify. It's black centric. And it still has been black centric. And now y'all say it's at Crossroads. You said how many people got 20 hits. I don't want to hear that Cypher still. Y'all gonna watch the BBC Winans joint?
I may. It's Easter.
I may catch on to it. I might watch a little bit of it.
Okay, y'all might watch a little bit of it. But do you want to hear 20 songs from them?
Not really. No.
Okay, cool. I'm not saying it's bad.
There's people who gonna listen to it.
Well, there's people
like your mom, like somebody's mama or some shit.
Of course,
so
but
you're gonna hit the other audience. But my thing is,
what I'm saying is that
NSYNC different. NSYNC, everybody gonna watch that shit. But once you get outside the big names there, nigga, now you catering to a whole different audience, and now verses ain't verses no more.
That's what I.
It's still on Instagram.
I'm talking about like the original, no production.
Well, why we want to?
Ads.
No, I don't think that's. I don't think that. No, I think that's still verses. Like I just.
See, that's why I disagree. I
think it's still verses, nigga.
I think it lost.
So y'all are saying when y'all watch Gucci Mane versus Jeezy and that was top notch production that shit wasn't verses no more.
I felt that was different. It lost
that
a little.
Shit was not different, nigga.
How you gonna tell me how I feel?
They went to Magic
when
City.
I first watched verses.
Say how you feel. I'm disagreeing with it.
Swiss was in the car and fucking West was in the studio.
Nigga, come on, bro. Everything gotta grow. I get that.
That's all I'm saying.
That. No, what I'm saying is I get that, but I'm saying when you go too far away, that's when you gotta ask yourself, what are we doing? That's all I'm saying.
I think they're too far.
Y'all niggas act like I'm saying y'all is wrong. I'm saying I'm just saying you gotta ask yourself this situation. You're putting your brand at risk when you decide to go too far away. When we listen to rappers, and a rapper comes out and they do a totally different sound from what they've been on brand for. It's either going to work and it's going to be masterful, or we're going to say, you know what? This nigga went way too far away from his fucking brand. What the fuck is he doing? All I'm saying is that's what Versus has to ask themselves. When they start doing fucking shit like Backstreet Boys and asking that, yeah, that's cool. You know, it's going to sell. You know, it's going to be right. I'm not saying the shit won't be successful. All I'm saying is they push that Versus is for the culture. It's basically for us. It's for the black culture, hip hop culture. Are we going away from our brand by doing that? That's all I'm asking.
But I just feel like so many things start off as something. It just grows and it evolves.
We want to see Backstreet Boys. He wasn't right for that.
Shit, I ain't saying that.
Yeah, it was niggas that did say that.
That right there.
Niggas that say that
but
shit.
that's where the line stops. After that, you throw Britney versus Christina. That's the line. That's it.
That's not it.
Because once you cross that right there,
if we see Maroon 5 and
nobody
YouTube
trying
or
to
some
see
shit.
that shit.
Well, see, that's where I disagree.
That's a black culture.
When
y'all flirting with that line and y'all going way over.
Yes, that's a lot of. But you're gonna lose your hip hop audience. They're getting a new audience. They don't care.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's why they have ads about. Our business is about making money.
So it's
or they wouldn't. They have to pay these folks. And then y'all just said y'all original thing was saying was. That's what y'all was saying is like there's not too many people that with 20 songs left that y'all want to see.
Yeah, so there's other ways.
So they gonna stop it?
No, I said that there's other ways that you can still do it. I think you gotta. That's the end of it. I said there's other ideas you could do when it comes to verses in hip hop. You can do a 10 part segment, or you could redo some of the old ones. You could still mix and match Fat Joe versus this person. Like, there's other ways to go about it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't do what you're saying. I just saying you got to ask yourself, once you cross that line, it's a lot of the times
it's over.
Your brain is not coming back.
Yeah, I don't.
That's all I'm saying.
Agree. I think they evolved.
I think it's dead, but they got one in the pocket because they know they're holding on to what people want, which is the same 5 artists they've been asking for. Pharrell versus Tim, Ye versus Drake. You can do Tupac versus Biggie.
I think
versus Drake.
I don't want to see no Tupac versus.
I think
that's what I'm saying. They're holding on. They got shit in the pocket. Like, they can hold
Tupac a smoke Biggie and goddamn put that bitch in a motherfucking backwood.
Money scenarios.
He ain't got no song though.
For one last show, like.
Nah,
I don't think it's over like that.
I think they're evolving already. It's changed a little bit, and now it's not. It went from beats producers to R&B singers. It's like you said, it was still black centric, of course, because it was Tim and Swiss. But I don't feel like Tim and Swiss visibly as are involved as they was when they first.
I do want to go back to that though.
You know what I'm saying? They're not even.
They need to go back.
They're not visibly involved. Like it's one away from it.
The world is open. That versus goes to a radio station and not play the song on the radio instead of just trying to watch the shit.
But I get it when they do it in arenas now. Like when they was doing it in Barkley. They can bring that shit to other places. You can make so much bread to it and have them artists in that area. Like put it in the middle.
International versus international people, like you gotta open up.
Nigga, if you do Atlanta versus Atlanta, we could do some shit here.
But what I'm saying,
like in New York, they was doing that shit in Barclays. Well, that shit looked great.
Then they'll have to go down. What I'm trying to say, like if they're gonna do like a 5 versus a smaller artist, they can't sell an arena out like that, right?
Why they can't?
Nigga,
that'll be even bigger if he did like how he just said. If we doing Atlanta versus New York. Atlanta versus New York, and I get T.I.
Oh, okay, no, I thought you meant like
Gunner and all them
smaller acts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you got your main event, you got that undercard, you got everything like this, and you do 2 states
or even
versus each other.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant
even goddamn. All right, y'all start off with 5. These 2 is 10, and the main event is 20. Like, it's ways to do the shit to where.
There's plenty of ideas.
It's a lot of ideas, but I understand like the business. Like this shit is more of a business now.
I get it.
And the shit, like I need to see the rest of this lineup for the rest of the like opinion. 5 or 6 that's left. But right now,
and that's where I disagree. Right there, that statement you said it's only a business.
It's only a business now.
Every business has to be on brand though.
Oh, if it was just a business.
That's like what you're saying is
we already had
like this. No. Let me say this. This is like slutty vegans selling regular hamburgers.
I disagree.
That's like slutty vegan. Like they be like, yo, we still gonna be known for our vegan shit, but look, we gonna sell hamburgers on the side. You might lose some fan base, you might gain some fan base, but it's kind of like is it gonna sacrifice your brand because you're doing some shit that you didn't really. Was against your brand when you started. It's one thing to evolve; it's another thing to go against your brand. Yeah, you gonna make your money. I'm not saying that what you're saying is never going to go, like, that's always going to be successful.
I guess what I'm trying to say, if it was slutty vegan, it's like the owner. This is a black lady, and she sells it to a whole bunch of white people. And they still slutty vegan, but the face of it is gone. And now you don't even see her. She's still part of it, and then little by little, it's like a phase out. It's starting.
So are you sacrificing?
So now you have all these suits that's running it. Eventually, you don't know what's gonna happen to it, but it's like. So
yeah, we get that. And
but
and again, what I keep saying is, you're not wrong. What I'm saying is, it's just a question you have to ask yourself. So slutty vegan decided. So those suits was deciding. You know what? Let's take it even further and let's sell some wings in this motherfucker. They're gonna be like, people are gonna be like, what?
I guess I'm just ahead of that. I feel like that's either inevitable or.
I wouldn't say it's inevitable.
Like once they got money in it and it's not centric evolved around Tim and Swiss, I'm just like, well, hey, for the culture, yeah, hip hop is pop now. Anyways, it's popular music.
It ain't to that. Just think about it like a verse. Like that's what we do in hip hop. We battle. We go against each other. Like that's the culture. So it's like now we opening.
Then they should have kept the hip hop then.
Other shit.
When you have BB Winans and CC Winans, that's not
black culture, bro. That's black culture.
But black culture and hip hop culture aren't always the same thing.
Kind of is.
It's just like they had hip hop and they have R&B. They have
R&B. It's not.
There's niggas that to a hip hop
station. There's old niggas that hate old black people that hate hip hop.
If you turn to V103, if you turn to V103, okay, and that's out of the norm. If you go to V103,
that's a generational.
If you get on V103 right now at 3 a.m, what's gonna be playing? Some gospel shit, right? That's part of our culture.
On Sunday.
No, every day I go to work. I listen to the radio on the way to work. Nigga, they got the gospel shit on every day on V103
because they know old folks wake up early.
And that's the whole fucking point. That's why we saying you're saying the older generation.
I won't say this is not hip hop. You can't deny that.
Right. Take the gospel out.
Hip hop and black culture. How
many R&B shits have they had on verses?
You say what?
How many R&B shit have they had on verses? It's been quite a few.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
It's part of the culture, bro.
It's the same shit,
it's
bro.
It's the same culture, bro.
Maybe y'all misinterpret what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that black culture, it's a circle. Hip hop is a part of black culture.
All right.
A big, small, half, 75%. There's parts of black culture that is not synonymous with hip hop. One of them being old folk. There's old folk, as we get older, those people are going away that don't associate themselves with hip hop.
Old folk.
Ace in the store. On the cleaners. What a man tell that nigga? Did you play that shit?
Nigga.
Ooh, this is real music.
Talking about a movie that's based off the 80s, nigga.
Those niggas.
You're talking about all man in the 80s. Yes, hip hop was brand new. Yo mama know hip hop references. Yo mama is gonna watch.
What I'm saying
knows who Snoop Dogg is. Yo mama knows who Jay-Z is. That's what I'm saying. It's closer than what you making it seem. You just referenced the movie that's from the 80s when hip hop was brand new.
You don't think people have that debate now? The same thing?
What I'm saying is we're in 2022 where you're saying that old people are not synonymous with hip hop, and I'm saying yes they are.
Nah.
I'm saying the majority of them are. Now they might not fucking be knowing DG Yola. I ain't gonna let up.
Hell no.
I will say is that what I'm saying is you see hip hop on TV, on TV shows, you see hip hop everywhere. All folks watching Fresh Prince, that's part of hip hop culture. All folks, every show you watch, my mom watched Power, nigga, that's culture, nigga. It's hip hop on there.
Power is hip hop?
Nigga, they end this shit with Lil Durk. A couple episodes, every episode they ended with some hip hop.
You think the majority of old black folk watching Power?
Old people are programmed.
You think that's that demographic?
My mom watch it.
So your mom represents all of them?
I'm saying is old people watch something. I guarantee you.
I said majority.
Every week. Oh shit, you can't talk no more. Well, every week, people. What I'm saying is there is something. Old people have some kind of tie to hip hop just from what they seen on TV. Even when they might not necessarily want to see it, they might not have seen it. What I'm saying is, it's gonna be in your face. It's part of the culture. They're gonna know the Snoop Dogg. They might not fuck with Snoop Dogg as a rapper, but guess what? They're gonna watch Snoop Dogg TV show, Martha Stewart with Snoop Dogg. They're gonna watch something that has to tie in with Snoop Dogg. They're gonna say, "Oh, I like that little Snoop Dogg guy." That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Hip hop is in our face. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying that there's a difference between hip hop and black culture. There is, in my opinion.
I think it's closer. I think it's closer than you think. I think hip hop and culture and black culture is very close. If you go to where?
If you go to old heads and you put it in that sense, like old movies.
I think y'all are looking at hip hop as just music.
No, this hip hop culture. But
no, it's not. That's the problem.
Style. That's it.
No, it's not.
I've been had the debate
hip-hop is everywhere,
where should we change the definition? Because hip hop has
a genre of music.
Hip hop is a genre of music, and it's also
yes, we know it's a genre of music, culture. But it's at this point, hip hop is a lifestyle.
It's a hip hop. Graffitiing is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? MCing. There's five, and just one layer of hip hop.
Graffiti is hip hop, bro. Come on, bro.
Well, we're talking about there's styles of art.
It's an art form that's connected to hip hop.
Y'all niggas ain't want me to pod with y'all no more.
Hip-hop is
Goddamn.
See, that's why this is
Yeah, it is.
It's like saying, "Oh, Adidas is hip hop."
Adidas.
They could be.
Yeezy,
They could.
Yeezy is hip hop.
Why is Adidas hip hop? So say it. You gonna say it.
Adidas try to. Adidas. You want to know why I can say Adidas is hip hop? Because hip hop made it.
So it's Nike.
Gave them no choice. Yes.
Nike Sports. It's not hip hop. Not one.
So
You said it's Nike. Then you turned around and said
Does
Nike Sports.
have? See,
Nike,
I guess
it's sports. They made it for sports. They didn't make it for hip hop.
I think we can
Come on,
finish
man.
this offline, man. Episode. What episode is
Not
it?
really say that.
Episode 89.
Motherfucking 89.
89.
This shit gonna continue.
We out, baby.
Yeah,
Book.
block.